New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, Ken. Angel. Hey, Ken. Say,
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Hey, 551. Here we go. Delta. Hey, Ken. 11. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. He beams one deep right up. He's got it inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey. 13.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Report. Middle.
And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lamar throwing again. He finds Mitchell complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Hey.
Putting a receiver in motion. Jackson's going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Jackson throwing here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Running back sent in motion. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Justin. 11. Good night.
Here's 2nd and 2. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, Ken. Easy. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Ravens with a long ways to go for a score. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's all right. Return it. That's up. Hey, middle.
Lamar now from the gun. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Real quick.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, that's up. Sit up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Sending a receiver left. Jackson now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey. 13.
Jackson yet again. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, report.
Slot man motioned over. And again, it's Jackson. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Play action now with Jackson. He rolls to his right. The ball is loose. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Another try following the sack. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Bullock's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. They'll cobble together a yard there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
3rd and long for him here. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. First down. Here's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Andrews with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Man in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. From the 28. He throws a bullet to this wide open down the field, and he has it. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jackson throwing for it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. He's at midfield. And the Steelers work some magic on that return. They took the interception all the way back to the 30. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Press. Butt right. Extend. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Ken. Bunch right. Test. Bunch right. Right.
Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to... They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Boswell on to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Henry on the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. The give now to Mitchell. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson to throw it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Let's go. Right.
Fields on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. West right pitch. Hey, Ken. It's all right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Go. Alpha. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. That one's caught along the left sideline. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. They motion the tight end over. Pistol snap to Jackson. Rolling out to his left. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Putting the tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on first. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 8. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Out, 13.
Motioning the tight end now.
Yo.
Jackson now on third. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within one score in the fourth. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here we go, son. EQ. Hey, go.
First down throw for Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Angel. Hey. 551. Double. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go. Madden. Chip slant. Eleven. Hey, Ken. Easy. Right.
Another throw for Fields. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. But still plenty of options left on third and short.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers with a 5-point lead. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. We good. Hey, Ken. Trust me. Bunch right. Extend. Out. Angel. Right.
Another try following the sack. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Bunch right. Hey, Ken. No mas. Tonight.
Back to throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Hey, middle.
Jackson trying again on 2nd down. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Hey, come on.
Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts some power on it, deep one left. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Henry on the catch. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
13. Next one.
Lamar off to play fake. Flush out now, and he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake, Jackson. Buying some time right. He's keeping it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes out to the left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Sit high.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Right.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
Right.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
One final shot here. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it, and he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.